My name is Roger, and I'm 34 years old, raised in a small town by parents who believed in early mornings, hard work, and speaking only when necessary. That stuck with me. I focused on my job, stayed out of trouble, and didn't ask for much. Just a quiet, stable life and someone to share it with. My work in IT security for a logistics company wasn't flashy, but it paid the bills and gave me peace of mind. Then came Stephanie. We met at a work event I hadn't even wanted to attend. She was everything I wasn't: bold, confident, the kind of woman who turned heads when she walked into a room. She had a way of making people listen, like she belonged in the spotlight, and somehow she noticed me. From our first conversation, things just clicked. Before long, we were spending more and more time together. Dinners, late-night drives, quiet movie nights. She brought excitement to my world, and I believed I gave her back balance. She made me feel like I was enough just as I was. Looking back, I think I needed to believe that more than she actually meant it. Everything moved fast. Within 6 months, we were living together. A year later, I proposed. Stephanie worked as a lifestyle consultant, helping people refine their image, build their personal brands. Things that always felt a little vague to me, but she was good at it. She had a way of selling ideas, including the idea of us. At first, her energy was thrilling. Over time, though, it started to weigh on me. Little comments chipped away at me. Criticizing my wardrobe, teasing me about my car, rolling her eyes whenever I talked about my job. One night at dinner, she laughed and said, "If I hear the word firewall one more time, I might lose it." She brushed it off as a joke, but it didn't feel like one. Still, I told myself I was overreacting. She was just blunt, stylish, direct. Maybe I was too sensitive. When wedding planning started, she took the reins. Designer dress, high-end venue, expensive photography. I didn't complain. I picked up extra work, skipped vacations. Anything to make sure she had the wedding she wanted. Because that's what love is, right? You give, you sacrifice, you try to be what they need. It didn't occur to me that I was the only one doing that. Then came the day everything unraveled. It was a Tuesday, just another routine day of emails and meetings. I finished early and decided to surprise Stephanie. She'd been stressed about the wedding, so I picked up her favorite Thai food on the way home. I didn't text her. I wanted it to be a small, thoughtful gesture. The moment I stepped into our apartment, something felt wrong. It was too quiet, no music, no TV, just silence. Then I heard her voice from the bedroom, light and playful. I hesitated in the hallway, something in my gut telling me to stay still. "No, he has no clue," she laughed. "He's too busy being my little IT superhero." I froze. My stomach dropped. A man's voice followed, calm, familiar. "So we're still on for Thursday?" "Of course," she replied. "He's working late. I have the place to myself." The container in my hand started to slip, condensation making my grip unsteady. I couldn't move. I couldn't even breathe. I wanted to believe I was misunderstanding. Maybe she was joking. Maybe it was about someone else. Anything but what it sounded like. But she kept talking. "I mean, I love Roger. Kind of. He's reliable, you know? But God, he's so dull. I have to force myself to act interested when he talks about his stupid work stuff." Mark chuckled, like this was a conversation they had before. "And the wedding?" "Oh, it's happening," she said. "You think I'm wasting that venue deposit? I want the pictures. I've spent months planning this. I can figure things out later." Something in me broke. It wasn't just a cheating. It was how easily she said it. Like I was nothing more than a temporary fix, a stepping stone until she decided what came next. I didn't storm in. I didn't yell. I didn't even let them know I was there. Instead, with shaking hands, I pulled out my phone and started recording. She kept talking, laughing about a hotel suite, expensive wine, a perfect night, paid for by me. The way she said it, like I was a fool, like it was all just a game. I let it record a little longer before slipping my phone back into my pocket and quietly walking out the door. By the time I made it back to my car, the bag of food was still in my hand. I sat in the driver's seat, staring at the dashboard, unable to move. I must have sat there for an hour, trying to process how everything I thought was real had just disappeared. The windows were up, no music, no calls, just silence. That was the moment everything shifted. Not later, not in the middle of an argument, but right there, sitting in my car with dinner in my hands for someone who had just admitted to another man that she was using me. I didn't confront her right away, though every time I looked at her I had to fight the urge. I knew if I spoke too soon, she would twist the narrative, turn it into something else, cry, deflect, somehow make me the villain. But I didn't want just another fight. I wanted the truth to hit where it would hurt. So I stayed quiet. If I was going to end this, I needed time, space, and a plan. Those next few days felt unbearable. I went to work, came home, kissed her on the cheek like nothing had changed, all while feeling like I was falling apart inside. Every glance, every embrace, every word between us felt like a carefully rehearsed performance. Meanwhile, I was collecting everything. Recordings, phone logs, even cross-checking her calendar. The nights she met up with Mark were more than just Thursdays. I told my friend Kevin about it. Someone who had been through something similar. His words stuck with me. "You don't know her silence," he said. "She made this mess. You have every right to speak your truth." That was when the idea hit me. She had planned an elaborate engagement party, a high-end event at a rooftop lounge, complete with photographer, catering, and lights. To her, it was more than a celebration. It was a chance to craft another perfect moment for social media. She had even captioned one of our photos, calling it the next phase of our love story. At the time, I hadn't said much, just let her plan, but now that event was going to serve a different purpose. She thought it would be her moment to shine. Instead, it would be my stage. I arrived late on purpose. By then, she was already making her way through the crowd, laughing, sipping wine, looking effortlessly elegant in a black dress and red lipstick. The room buzzed with music and conversation until I walked in. Unlike everyone else, I wasn't in formal attire. I wore jeans and a simple t-shirt with "Trust is earned" across the chest. Her smile faltered when she saw me. "Roger, what are you wearing? Are you okay?" I stepped up to the mic near the DJ booth, tapped it twice, and let my voice carry over speakers. "Hey everyone, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to say a few words about the woman I was supposed to marry." The atmosphere shifted immediately. She stiffened, glancing at her mother, who had just lifted her glass for a toast. "Stephanie is smart, driven, beautiful," I continued, "and she's also been seeing someone named Mark behind my back for months." A murmur spread through the crowd. I held up my phone, pressed play, and let her own words spill into the room. "I still can't forget our last night. That hotel suite, the wine, the view. It was perfect, and Roger paid for it all." The impact was immediate. Gasps, stunned silence. Someone setting a glass down too hard. Stephanie rushed toward me, panic in her eyes. "Roger, turn it off. What the hell are you doing?" I remained steady. "I'm doing what you didn't. I'm telling the truth." Then I turned to the guests. "There's no wedding, no engagement, no more lies. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry you had to find out this way." And with that, I left. In the days that followed, my phone exploded with calls and messages from her. At first, she pleaded, long texts filled with excuses, telling me I had misunderstood, that it wasn't what it sounded like. She insisted nothing had happened with Mark. That wedding stress had made her say things she didn't mean. Then came the guilt tripping. "I was just joking. Don't you know me better than that?" When I didn't respond, her tone changed. The voicemail started, angry, frantic. "You humiliated me in front of everyone. You ruined my life. You're petty and cruel. You didn't have to do it like that." The shift from apology to blame happened so fast it gave me whiplash. I blocked her number, changed the locks, updated every password, anything she might have had access to. I wasn't giving her even an inch of my life back. The fallout hit her hard. Her carefully built image cracked. Clients pulled out, and even her business partner reached out to me with a simple message. "You did what a lot of people wish they could do. You exposed who she really is." Even her own sister admitted, "I always thought something was off. I'm sorry you had to find out this way." The truth is, I didn't do it to get revenge. I did it because I needed the truth to matter. I had spent months feeling small, like I had to prove I deserved to be by her side. That night, I took my power back, and she had to face the consequences. Without edits, without filters, without an adoring audience to applaud her, just silence. It's been 6 months. Do I miss her? Not really. Maybe I miss the idea of her, the version I thought was real. But the truth is, I love the illusion of us more than I love the person she actually was. I heard she tried to make it work with Mark, but it didn't last. Word is he bailed after a few weeks. Commitment wasn't really his thing. No surprises there. As for me, I sleep better now. I laugh more. I don't second-guess my worth when I talk about my job or pull up in my old Civic. I'm not looking to date anytime soon. Mostly I'm rebuilding trust in myself. And if I've learned anything from all this, it's this: pay attention to the quiet moments. When something feels off, listen to what someone says about you when they think you're not listening. Because love isn't just about grand gestures, fancy dinners, or curated Instagram moments. It's about respect. And when that's gone, no amount of effort, sacrifice, or forgiveness can ever bring it back.